Hello YouTube, it's Duke. I'm back. I've got another healing video for you here. Before I jump into that though, I would like to thank all of my subscribers. I think I'm up to 350. It's pretty awesome. But anyways, hopefully you guys can get some good information out of this. Today I'm going to be talking about rated battlegrounds. Now, this does apply towards all healers, but of course I'm going to throw some Disc Priest Flare in there because that's what I play. So, this is going to be kind of two sections. I got this part where I don't have clips for what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to kind of describe them to you. And then I also have some rated battleground clips coming up a little later in the video. So, let's jump right in here and get started. First thing I'm going to be talking about is just kind of some miscellaneous healing tips and stuff. The first thing I do when I get into a fight is I set someone to my focus target. Now, first part of this is having a keybind to set to focus. Instead of having to click up here, right click the name, set focus, that takes a long time. So, I got a keybind. Mine is Alt, some weird button next to my 1 key. I don't know what it's called. It's a little squiggly line. Boom. I have a focus now. It's that quick, that simple. Takes me like a second to push it. And what that does, there's three main priorities with people you'll set to your focus. First priority is someone you're going to be mana burning. So I can have myself targeted here, I can be healing, and then when it comes time, I can mana burn old David Gregory over here. I hit shift in my mana burn key, and it will mana burn my focus target. And then when I need to, I can just switch back to healing whenever I so choose. Loses a lot of time from when you do go from healing to mana burn to switching targets. It really does help out, and just saves you that little bit of time. Second criteria for who I will be setting to focus. In this one I'll do, like for instance, if I'm on flag carrier D and our flag carrier's got a couple stacks and I know they're probably going to be trying to CC me. I see a mage, first thing I'll do is I'll set that mage to focus. I do that because I can see when he's polymorphing. If I don't do that, it's going to be like you have to watch for the little animation where his hands turn like white and glowy, and that's just effing hard to do while maintaining all your other roles on D. So I set the mage to my focus, and when I see him polymorph, I just death it at the end, and a lot of times that will win you a game. But it's just one thing that you can do as a priest to really help your team out. So get in the habit of doing that if you're not already. But yeah, set that, and then the other one, the last time I'll set someone to focus is when I get into a big fight, say Waterworks or I don't know, wherever. There are teams going on maybe a Ret Paladin. Now I will set that Ret Paladin to my focus. That way I can see on his buff bar very, very early when he bubbles. So I can get the Mass Dispel off really quickly, and then the team can proceed to killing him. Now, again, if you don't have him on your focus, hopefully someone will call it out. I mean, you can still get it done that way, but the way I see it is I'd rather not have to rely on others for me to do my job. It just takes one quick thing in order to know what's going on. So set them to your focus. Works for mages too. Anything you would need to Mass Dispel on, set them to focus. You can find out what's going on real quickly. And with the keybind, I mean, you can change your focus 2-3 times in the middle of a fight, depending. Say we kill the ret or we switch off the ret. Then I don't need them on my focus anymore because I'm not worried about a Mass Dispel. So then I'll maybe switch to the mana burn target. It's just a bunch of little things, and just different for every situation. So a little bit of practice, and you'll be able to figure out which one will come when. So the next I want to talk about is dispels. Dispels are huge in rated battlegrounds, especially when you're on defense with a flag carrier and the other healer you're with gets CC'd. You need to get them out of a sheep. You need to get them out of whatever CC they're in ASAP. Because a lot of times they'll have a cooldown to keep everybody alive. And 2 heals are better than 1, just generally. It's just kind of the way it works. Dispel your DPS. Melee will love you forever if you dispel all the roots they get put in. That actually does make a big difference too. When you can keep a warrior or a rogue or a death knight on their target, they're going to do so much more damage. But a lot of people don't really look to dispel roots as much. They look for the CC and they'll get that. but they don't really pay attention to the roots. So dispel roots on your DPS, get fairy fires off rogues. I mean, it's just the little things that you can help others do their job much more effectively, and that's going to make your team as a whole more effective. So don't really pay too much attention to healing done charts as long as you're doing your jobs of dispel, like the little things. If you get the roots off the melee, if you get CC off your other healers, if you get the mass dispels off, that's what you're there for. You're there for the mana burns. You're there for the utility. If you can fulfill all those roles, but still also know when to heal. I mean, you are a healer, so you do need to keep things alive. But if you can balance those out, you're going to be just a badass in Rated Battlegrounds. So, I think everything else I have to talk about, I have clips for. One of them, I'm going to be adding in the vent chats, because I feel like that would give you a little more insight of what's going on than just me talking about it. Pretty much it's going to be myself on Flag D with, or no, not Flag D, excuse me, myself on Flag Carrier D with another healer. And so on positioning goes, you want to stay relatively close to your Flag Carrier in case they smoke bomb, because if you're far away, and I think in the clip our Flag Carrier had 5 stacks, you can't be too far away, or else if they get a smoke bomb, and then they could easily get a gib and a stun or whatever. So you want to make sure you're close enough for a smoke bomb, but you also have to be situationally aware. So don't be standing on top of the guy if there's a Death Knight there hungry and colding. No. If depending on the situation, you got to determine where you need to be. So don't be far away from him, but also depending on the circumstance, don't be on top of him either. You're going to see a life grip in there. If you see your team return your flag, position yourself on the cap and life grip the Flag Carrier to you. It's just another little thing that to make you just that much more valuable to the Rated Battleground group. A lot of times they'll get a quick cap. There's a lot going on. He's getting CC'd, stunned. It's gonna help your whole team out. So take a look at the clip. It's coming up here, and then after that, I'll go back into voiceover mode for the one after that. So yeah, here it is.
One
Rogan mage in our base.
Sap.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay down here, so it'll be range from you guys.
Everyone but Rogue, Shadow Priest, and the DK.
They're gonna try and nuke
mage.
me.
Go D. Go D. Everyone except for the 4 that I called. DK, Mage, Rogue, Shadow Priest. Let's get in here fast.
I'm counterspelled hard.
Okay.
Doesn't matter though.
All 3 healers need to be D.
Cheap shotted.
Alright, Mage,
Oh,
hold up.
they're in here hard.
Until those 2 get inside. Alright, we're going in. I'm going in with army.
Mind controlled. I can't dispel you, Wilson. Feared full. Giving you pain sup, optimize.
Okay,
Wait, never mind. You have wall. Mind controlled, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm giving you pain sup out of that wall.
he's down.
Cap.
Working on it.
He's standing on the cat.
I'm on the cap. Alright, we got it. Right. Jesus Christ, you guys on fucking defense are amazing.
Alright, and then my last clip here. This is pretty much a clip for everybody. I just want everybody to know how to defend a flag by themselves, solo. So, to prevent a rogue from getting an easy cap on you, what you do is you stay mounted farther away from the flag. Reason for this being is if they sap you, they have a long distance to travel to get to the flag, so they will not get that cap in a sap. However, if they sap you and go over there and smoke bomb, if you're not mounted, they can get it. So stay mounted. If they sap you and try and smoke bomb and get it, you can just run in there and death them, and that way you'll have your trinket for the blind. And so just save your trinket for the blind. If they blind you, trinket that, and the whole time call it to your team, and you should have reinforcement by the time you need it. And crisis averted. You should never ever lose a cap to a single rogue, unless you have your trinket down, in which case you should not be at a node by yourself anyways. So, thought this would help. Thanks everybody for watching. Sorry if I missed anything, and I am out like a trout. Catch you guys next time.